Oh, 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 oh.
Hello, East Texas, and welcome to another episode of Jack Talk. Today, we'll be taking a closer look into Soul to Soul and get to know one of East Texas' top martial arts instructors. We'll also introduce the newly formed organization on campus, Curves. It's an episode you don't want to miss. Stay tuned. Welcome to another episode of Jack Talk. I'm your host, Melissa Awad. Soul to Soul Gospel Ministries is a growing organization here at SFA with choir, praise dance, and mime ministries. Here to tell us more is Soul to Soul Director, Daryl Ward. How are you doing today, Daryl?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and you have brought members of Soul to Soul with you. Who do we have here?
We actually have our tenor here. This is Miss Bria Freeman, and then we have our soprano. This is Miss Kiera Burnett.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
So, Soul to Soul, for those who don't know, well, you're a gospel ministry, but what else do you do as far as involvement on campus?
Okay, so what we do is we actually meet on Mondays and Wednesdays nights, but we have a praise dance ministry as well as a mime ministry. And so we all just get together and we do Bible study at 7 o'clock. Either on Monday or Wednesday, we'll do Bible study at 7 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock, we'll go right into their rehearsal. So it's really cool.
And so do you just perform on campus, or do you go to like different cities?
Well, we actually fellowship with a lot of schools throughout the semester. Like there was one time we went to actually all the way to Prairie View to sing at their gospel fest. But we go to different schools throughout the semester as well as local churches when they have different events. A lot of churches want Soul to Soul to be on program to do different things, whether it's a praise dance or the choir sing a song. So it's really cool.
So you have a lot going on as a ministry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're busy from like the beginning of the semester to May, to like the end of the semester. So it's really cool.
Okay. Well, I know you have a special treat for us, so I'm not going to prolong the time any further, and you're going to perform a song a cappella, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
well, I'll let you take it away. Soul to Soul.
All right.
To worship you I live. To worship you I live to worship you. Oh, to worship you I live. To worship you I live to worship you. Oh, to worship you.
To worship you I live. To worship you I live to worship you. To worship you I live. To worship you I live to worship you. Oh, 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 oh. worship you. To worship you I live. To worship you I live to worship you. Ooh, to worship, yeah, yeah. To worship you I live. To worship you I live to worship you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you could be with here with us today. So you are the director of
Yes,
Soul to
ma'am.
Soul.
I am the director. I became director last semester, so it's been a great experience. It was great to finish my college journey as choir director for Soul to Soul, so it's really awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, ladies, for coming. And hopefully you can visit us here again today. So thank you for joining us. And after the break, we'll take a closer look at one of East Texas' finest martial arts instructors. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Jack Talk. The art of martial arts has been practiced for centuries. Our guest today has multiple black belts and is one of the top instructors right here in our backyard in Nacogdoches. Joining us now is Professor Billy Jack Worsham. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Okay, so you've been trained in martial arts for a while. How did that all start?
I started with my dad. He was a JP here. He was also law enforcement, and I was a little bitty kid, so he trained me pretty good and early on, and then I just went into martial arts and been training for years.
So are you only trained in martial arts or in boxing, taekwondo, any other type?
Several different arts, guns, knives, lots of weapons, different things.
Wow, what interests you in that?
I'm interested in all of it. Anything that can save a person's life, I'm interested in. And that's predominantly what we are, a self-defense system.
Okay, so Shin Chuan, how did you start learning that?
I was in Taekwondo. My Taekwondo instructor was leaving. Professor Joe Lansdale, local author, he had formed this system. He came and recruited me, asked me to come over and be in his system. He said I'd like it, and I liked it.
Okay, and you're a certified instructor now, right?
Yes. Me and Coy Harry are the co-owners of Shin Chuan. Joe passed it on to Coy. He's the Soki Dai. He inherited the system.
Well, so what is your exact title?
They call me professor, but I don't really like titles. I am a master instructor of Shin Chuan.
So can just anybody learn the art of Shin Chuan?
Anybody. You can walk in the door tonight and we will start teaching you street self-defense.
Wow, okay. So speaking of that, why don't we why don't you show us a little bit of self-defense moves?
Well, we'll keep it things that are on your body. I carry a pen at all times.
Okay.
If you know you're in a situation, the first thing is to know your surroundings. I've instructed my wife, my daughters, if they know something is not right, to go ahead and get armed with whatever they have, be a pen, say your keys, or a credit card. A pen can be as simple as somebody comes out at you, to the eyes, first thing right off the bat. My daughters carry their keys on a lanyard like this. They loop it one end. These coming against your face at full speed, it rips the skin wide open. The ladies have to show, when they write checks, they have to show their driver's license. This, just like a surgical knife, across the jugular, lays it wide open. It's real effective, and that's just 3 items that you have with you all the time.
Okay, so why don't you show me how to do the key thing?
The key thing?
Just in case someone tries to
Well,
come at me.
Just hold that in your dominant hand.
All right.
Okay. Now go ahead and give it some length to it, because you're going to swing it like a weapon.
So I would
okay?
just.
So if I'm coming at you and you know it's coming, you're going to draw that back and you're going to just hit all down the side of the face. And if you're not trained, the moment I go down and move, you take off running, screaming, get to law enforcement, get somebody that can help you out. Because you don't want to stay and fight if you don't know how to fight. You just want to
Right.
get out of the situation.
Because I'm not a fighter, so I need
As
to
we
use
say in
whatever.
Sichuan, running is self-defense, and it's a darn good one.
Okay, so the pins.
The pin.
Only to the eye? Can I
No,
hit him in the neck?
Anything soft. Any soft targets under the ribs, in the neck. I mean, you could hit it in the jaw, you know, because if the mouth is open, it's going to go through the cheek.
It's that strong.
If you're scared and you're punching, just like a dagger, like a knife, it'll go through.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of knives, you brought one with you today, right?
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to play with it.
Well, let's see that.
Just on the upper end of our defense, if somebody's just coming with a knife, we're not going to stay in the area. As that comes to my belly, we'll take it.
Oh my!
And we'll
Oh!
come back like that.
Oh my gosh!
Or as it comes again, come on, stab me. Here, roll out, take it, and cut. Now, understand that this is a self-defense situation. There's laws in Texas, lots of laws you have to be familiar with, but if you're being threatened and somebody's trying to kill you, you can defend yourself real quickly.
Okay.
This is not real, people. It's fake. Okay,
I've never held a gun.
right there. Okay, real quickly, boom!
Oh my!
That's where it's going to go off. I'm going to take it from you, rack around, and now I'm on you. That's a real simple one. This one right here. Just hold it tight. You're going to shoot me. Boom! That's where it goes. It's coming back to you. Back to you.
You grabbed it so quickly.
Well, you got to be quick because it is going off. It's going to go off in your ear, but the main thing is you only have to get it offline just a little bit so it doesn't kill you.
So you said we can come into Lansdale Self-Defense Systems at
Well,
any
it's not
time.
Lansdale Self-Defense anymore. He passed it on to Coy. It is, we took the name of the system, and our DBA is Sichuan Martial Science. And anybody can come in.
So how do we get in contact with you?
You can call my cell, 936-554-6643. We're on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. We have a website that's a little bit dated. We're working on that right now. But we're at 2820 Southeast Stallings Drive. But call my number, and I'll be happy to talk with you.
Okay.
Or come by and see us. Just come in and see what we do. You'll like it.
All right. Well, then we should. Okay. Any last little tips or tricks for anyone out there trying to defend themselves?
And be aware, we're in an age where the cell phone rules their lives. Just this right here. You can't see a guy coming around the corner if your head's buried in this. When you come out of the store, put the phone up for 5 minutes, get to your car, get safe, lock your doors, crank your engine, drive off, and don't text till you get where you're going.
All right. So lock those doors immediately.
Lock the doors. Lock the doors, crank up, and don't just sit there with the motor idling. Somebody can walk up in your blind spot, hit the window.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you have any other little moves you can teach us really quick?
Well, there's all kinds of things.
Well, show me.
Well, if somebody's punching, you know, the main thing we teach is first and foremost get offline. So if you punch straight to my face, with
All
your
right.
I'm going to move offline, and then I'm going to strike and hit. Okay? So the main thing is to get offline, and the first thing we do is accept the punch. It's coming here.
Okay.
I'm going to move off line, and then in our system, we immediately go to offense. In fact, we move in and take over people's structure.
Okay, can you teach me how to do that really quick?
Really quick, so if I punch, put your arm up and just move it to the side as you step forward. So I'm punching, and you step with your left so that
Step
you're
with my
coming.
left.
So I'm punching, you step in. Now, look what's wide open. So you're in
Side.
touch here, punch,
Punch.
boom. You're in touch, boom. That's automatically open. So we would step to the side and punch.
Oh my God. Okay, let's try that one more time.
You ready? Oh, punch. Oh, right to the floating ribs. That was pretty good. You've done it before, haven't you?
No. Any one more quick move for us?
A lot of people are kickers. Taekwondo, it's predominant. So
Okay.
we like to get in close to Taekwondo. The kick is out here. You know that kick's coming from out here. So if you kick straight to me, I'm going to move in and smother that kick.
Oh
and
my.
then I'm going to start striking, because that's what our system is predominantly striking.
Oh my. Well, thank you so much, Billy Jack. Thank you for joining us. After the break, we'll take a closer look into the newly formed SFA organization, Curves. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Jack Talk. The recently formed Curves is a fast-growing organization established in the fall of 2014. Here to talk more about that and the Miss Curves pageant is the founder and president, Avery Taylor, and former Miss Curves and vice president, Brandy Guidry. How are you two doing today?
We're good. We're good. I'm glad to be here.
We're
Yes,
glad.
I'm doing lovely today.
Well, we're glad to have you ladies. Okay, so tell us a little bit about Curves.
Curves is an organization here to empower all women, no matter your shape, size, color, race. We just want to kind of build like a sisterhood and know that you're not alone. We as women sometimes go through the same thing and we don't realize it. So we're here to kind of establish a group of women who can kind of help you along the way when you're having like a hard time.
I like that. So, from my understanding, is Curves was formed after the Miss Curves pageant started. So, what made you guys want to start this organization from the pageant wise?
Well, after the 2013 Miss Curves pageant, which was the first one that we had, and I am the winner of that pageant, a lot of females came up to me asking me about an organization because they really loved the pageant. And so when they heard we were having the 2014 Mrs. Curves pageant, they really got excited because they, it's really showing that, just because you're not a size 2, that, you can also be beautiful, and that, every woman has curves, regardless if you're skinny or if you're plus size. And so around the time of 2014 Miss Curves pageant, we started talking about more with my old pageant sisters and with some other people, and we decided to make an organization because, as Avery was saying, we do encourage women and we empower women of all sizes to let them know that they are beautiful, no matter, regardless of size, age, height, or, race or anything. And so here we are today.
I like that. It's important for all types of women to know that beauty comes in all different types. So, how did you start the pageant?
Well, in 2013, after I won the pageant in 2013, I had got a little text message saying, hey, pretty much you're over the pageant. And I said, okay, cool. I was excited. And so my other pageant sister, her name is Nia Hayes. Mm-hmm. She's already graduated. We and her sat down and we had multiple meetings, and we got everything in motion, ranging from the interest meetings and ranging to the tryouts, well, not tryouts, but the application process. And then we got our girls. I love my pageant babies to death. Mm-hmm. And we got the pageant. It was fun producing the pageant, and we have so many help from the SFA Alphas, SFA Qs, Fashion in Motion, Real Matter Productions. Everybody came together to bring on this wonderful pageant, and as you can see, the Curves pageant is growing more and more bigger day by day. Literally, everybody has been asking for tickets to the 2015 pageant already, and the pageant's not until April the 8th. So.
Wow. Okay, so your motto is empowering all women, so all their voices can be heard. That's a pretty strong motto. What's the definition behind that?
Well, it kind of goes back to the name Curves. Just because you're not of a larger stature as a woman, we all as women still have like that little curve about us, and it's basically saying how all of us can learn from each other, no matter if you're small or big. We all have like that same kind of dip in like in our walk and the little sassy attitude, so we can all learn from each other in that case. So that's where that's coming from.
That. So why is it important to have an organization that glorifies not just one body type, but all body types?
We as women sometimes we look on like Instagram and Snapchat and just social media as a overall, and it kind of tell us that beauty is one specific type of way. We want to be like that voice to say, hey, we're here to let you know that it's not just supermodels on the runway. It's not just maybe that one plus size female that you see on Lane Bryant commercials. It's everybody, and everybody can relate to each other.
Definitely. So it goes back to y'all's motto.
Yeah,
It's very
absolutely.
strong. So what other kind of events do you guys do on campus?
Okay. Besides the Miss Curtis pageant coming up, we also are working with the Zumba instructor or the one of the rec workers in the dance department, and we're gonna get like a class, or we're gonna do like a one night kind of thing, where we're kind of just having fun, hanging out with each other, and kind of getting our like Beyonce on a little bit, or our little the little alter egos while we're dancing and kind of just getting in shape at the same time. So we have that coming up, and we also have another event planned in the spring, just in the future works.
Okay, so when is the Zumba event going to be? So ladies will know.
It's going to be further in April. It's kind of still in the work in progress, but towards the mid to end of April. Be looking out for that.
And when will Miss Curves 2015 be?
The 2015 Miss Curtis pageant will be on April the 8th at 7 p.m. in the movie theater on the second floor of the Student Center. Y'all be on the lookout. Tickets and flyers will be coming to y'all soon. And we want everybody to come out. We have some special guests will be there. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful pageant. Our girls are working so hard right now. And like I said, it's going to be a wonderful pageant. And you never know, might have a surprise for y'all.
A surprise.
Surprise.
Well, can we get a little hint?
Just know it's going to make this pageant very spectacular. That's the only hint I could give you.
Okay, spectacular. So, any other ladies that are interested in joining Curves, how can they join?
Our meetings are held every Monday in the Stone Fort Room in the Student Center on the second floor. And it's kind of a little ducked off in the back of the room. But most of the time you'll see us just kind of laughing and congregating in the hallway, and we'll lead you that way. And we welcome everyone.
Okay, now do you guys have a Facebook, Twitter page, or Instagram that they can follow?
Yes, ma'am. They can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SFA Curves. No underscore.
Okay, well, we'll make sure that you guys follow that, or that our viewers go and follow, and that they show up to this pageant, which I'm sure is going to be delightful with this little surprise that they have. Well, thank you so much for having you ladies here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Brandy and Avery, like I said again, for joining us. And that's all the time that we have for this edition of Jack Talk. I would like to give a special thank you to all of our guests today. I'm Alana, and we'll see you next time. Ask some Jacks.
Okay, you guys just keep like.